Good evening. Good evening, families, friends, coaches, players, and most importantly, our three student athletes sitting here today. They are part of only 1.5% of high school athletes across the United States that will earn athletic scholarships this year. We are honored to have three of these young ladies sitting here today who have earned that opportunity. Parents, I'm sure you can attest that it was not an easy ride for you or them. There were countless hours taking them to practices, games, camps, clinics, showcases, while playing for their school and various other clubs. Not to mention the cost to participate and the cost of gas and your time to get out of work to cart them around. For the students, there are countless trips, not only in-state but out-of-state as well, down south and along the coast, and to the Midwest are just a few of the places I've heard. They completed homework in the car, on the bus, or even on a bench in between a game or two at games and tournaments throughout New England. With that in mind, they not only achieved great success on the playing field as all-stars, but were honor roll students as well. I read today, actually it was yesterday, that it's the 50th anniversary of Title IX. I remember, yes, 50 years ago, playing basketball and softball for my elementary school. At the time, there was one team, there were no rec sports. There was one team, we had one girl who played on those teams. There were no other teams participating in the school other than that one team. In 1970, 59% of girls graduated from high school and only 8% earned a degree. Had Title IX not been put into place 50 years ago, these girls may not have had the opportunity before them today. Therefore, we recognize all the hard work which helped Marissa, Ava, and Kelsey to fulfill a dream to play a sport they love and earn a scholarship in doing so. Tonight, I will introduce each student athlete before giving them the mic to talk briefly about their specific journey. I will bring the parents forward for pictures and any words that they may have at that time as well. After all three girls have been announced, we will have them sign their letter of intent together. And after that, we will have time for conversation and refreshments. First, I would like to bring up Marissa Sage, who will be playing girls soccer at UMass Lowell. Marissa's high school coaches are here today, and tonight, or after today, she will then be playing for Coach Mira. Marissa is currently undecided for a major, but plans to get an excellent education and follow a strong career path extending beyond her 4 years at Lowell. Marissa is joined today by parents Wendy and Ken Matzis and her sisters Kingsley, Ashley, and Alex. If they want to come up and stand behind her as she speaks.
First off, I want to thank everyone for being here today. It really means a lot to me. Also, congratulations to Kelsey and Ava. I'm so proud of you guys too. Next, I want to thank many people pushing me in practice to be the best version of myself. Also, thank you to all my friends that have cheered me on through the years. Next, I have deep appreciation for all the coaches that have taught me everything I know about the game. Thank you to Coach Russ and Betsy for a great 4 years and 1 state championship. A special thank you to Sean McDonough, who helped me improve over the last year and played a big role in my recruitment process. I also could not be in the place I'm at today without your help. Next, I want to thank my sisters, Alex, Ashley, and Kinsley, for playing with me wherever we could find a soccer ball. Whether it was in the yard, at each other's games, or even in stores. The competition never stopped. A few other family members I want to thank is Auntie, Allison, and Uncle, and Granny and Papa. For constantly supporting me throughout the years. Finally, I want to thank Mom and Ken for being my biggest supporters, being at every game, getting me to early practices, and cheering me on no matter what. I wouldn't be here today without you guys. I truly appreciate all you've done for me. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for me at UMSL. I am beyond thankful for the opportunity to play Division I soccer for them. I knew right away that UML was a place I wanted to spend my college years. The people, the coaches, and environment was definitely one I see myself fitting into. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, it's very dangerous to give you a mic. So, first of all, I want to thank Mr. Gutterson. It was not easy getting this organized tonight between all of everybody's schedules and finding a space to host this. You were very patient with all of us, and thank all of you for coming out tonight. You know, there's a joke within our circle that we can't really count on Ken and I to be at anything because we're probably in a soccer field somewhere across the United States, and if one of us is there, the other one's probably at soccer or driving home from soccer or booking air flight tickets to go to soccer. So same with our family and our friends. So to all of you guys, I think we owe you a big thank you for putting up with us, and thank you for being here. So tonight's going to be about Marissa, and I just want to share 3 quick stories that kind of sum up the last, I think, about 13 years of soccer. And we know it's about to continue to. The first story she probably won't even remember, but it was her 2nd year of playing club soccer. She was playing for World Cup, and she had tryouts coming up. And the night before, I walked into her room. She was sleeping, she had her soccer ball in bed with her. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And she said she really wanted to make the team, so she was sleeping with her soccer ball to bring her the luck that night. And like little did she know, she'd already had the contract. We had it in hand already. It was probably signed, sealed, and delivered. But the fact that she knew she had to get out there and work her tail off for a little bit of help in the luck department sort of told us all we needed to know about her passion for this sport. It's taken us to places we never would have thought, given us a soccer family that we're so appreciative of. The second is actually from your freshman year in high school. It had to do with the quarterfinal game. So as a freshman, you were lucky to play varsity soccer, and you were asked to play whatever role or position that the coaches felt they needed you in. And I believe at the Sauhegan games, they tapped you on the shoulder. They were like, "Hey, we need you to get in there." And they put her in an outside defensive role because somebody needed to stop Greta. And so you were tapped to do that. And I think Ashley was actually sitting next to me and we're like, "Oh my gosh, what's happening?" But in you went, and you did a great job. But in this quarterfinal game, we thought, like, "Hey, Marissa had a pretty great game." And afterwards, we were all gathered around, and Mr. DeBrew comes up and he's like, "Young lady, you played great today." And so we were all like, "Oh, that was pretty cool." And then in the paper, actually, I still have the article. Russ actually had mentioned you. Gosh, I'm so sorry. And he was like, Marissa Sage just played on a whole different level today. She was the difference in the game. They won that game. They went on to the Final Four. We won't talk about what happened in that game, but in the next year, they won the state championship. And the final thing happened really just in the past year. So Marissa had played for Ryan Cornell for about, 8, 9, 10 years, and she was very loyal to him. But she knew she wanted a little bit more out of the sport, and knew that in order to do that, she was going to have to make a jump to a different club, and wanted to go to FC Stars. And so we broke the news to Ryan, and we're headed down to tryouts. She kind of had an offer for And so I'm sitting down at the tryouts, and my phone rings, and this coach is like, hey, are you here? I want to introduce you to somebody. So she brings over this guy, and we're talking. I was like, do you really have a spot for her? And he's like, yep, we have a spot for her. And so afterwards, she got in the car, and she's like, I'm playing for him. And it was probably the best decision she ever could have made. I know she's had it, but it was, playing for Sean McDonough, like, you changed the path of her soccer career. She had always dreamed of playing college soccer, Division I soccer, and you helped make it happen. You put her in front of coaches all throughout the country, and she gets to make her dream come true tonight. So that's it. I'm done rambling, but really thank you to all of you, to all of our families. Congratulations.
Shut it down.
Nice speech, Kenny.
Next up, we have
He worked so hard on that one.
Ava will play girls soccer at Bentley University, home of the Falcons. She too had coaches Betsy Hansen and Russ Matthews here tonight, and she will be following up and playing in the fall for Coach Lauren Lucas. Ava is currently undecided on a major, but wants to excel and find a course of study that she will enjoy. Ava is joined today by her parents, Kim and Brian Hutchins, and her sister, Ella. So you guys can come on down.
Okay, hi everyone. Thank you for coming today. Thank you, Mr. Gunderson, for bringing us all together, and congratulations to Kelsey and Marissa. I am very happy I get to share this moment with you guys. I'd like to thank my teammates for making me a better player on the soccer field and always pushing me in games and practices. I also want to thank you guys for all the memorable friendships that have been formed throughout the world. To my coaches, thank you for all the time you put into the Million Soccer program and helping us win a state championship. One memory which I will never forget. To all my friends, thank you for your support and encouragement throughout this process. I wouldn't be here without you guys cheering me on along the way. Next, I would like to give a big thank you to my family. Ella, you truly have been one of my biggest supporters, and I'm so thankful for you. To my mom and dad, I quite literally wouldn't be here without you guys. Thank you for all the time you put in and all the sacrifices you've had to make that have allowed me to get to this point. And lastly, for never giving up on me and constantly believing that I can do anything I set my mind to. I'm very excited for the next chapter of my life at Bentley University, and I cannot wait to continue my soccer career there, and I truly couldn't have done it with all of you. Thank you.
Hi, I just want to thank Coach Gunderson for putting this all together. I mean, this was a big deal, and I know Ava is humbled by all of it, and we just want to thank you. Also to Coach Russ and Coach Betsy, thank you so much for, like Ava said, all the time, the energy and the moments that you sort of created with the kids over the last 4 years. So, and last but not least, thank you so much everyone for coming tonight. It really is humbling to our entire family, and I know Ava's so happy to have friends and teammates, and parents and friends and teammates here tonight. So thank you so much. Really, truly.
Sweet.
Good job, Hutchie.
Yeah, Hutchie.
Very short and sweet.
Yeah.
And finally, we have Kelsey Waters, who will be playing girls lacrosse at Franklin Pierce University, home of the Ravens. One of her coaches, Steve Vitek, is here tonight. Kelsey will be studying in the health science department as a pre-med student and hopes to become a physician assistant. Kelsey is joined today by her parents, Kim and Keith Waters, and sisters, Cortland and Caitlin.
So this one might be a little long, so just try and bear with me here. But Mr. Gutterson, thank you for putting this opportunity together tonight. And it was not easy getting this put together for so many people. And I genuinely have never felt so loved and supported in my entire life than I do right now. I am so grateful for all of you taking the time out of your day to come and support the three of us. It really means a lot to us. This entire process, as draining as it was, has finally become worth it to me. And I know my parents are more excited than I am. We spent hours in the car, weekends in hotels, the hundreds of games I've played, the bruises, the therapies, the surgeries, the team dinners, walk-ins, last-minute concerts to see One Republic and laser tag games with my teammates. Mom and Dad, thank you for always believing in me and supporting me, even when I couldn't stand to believe in myself. You helped me accountable and showed me the importance of a good education. Thank you for putting my needs over your own, driving me everywhere, giving me more than I could ever ask for. Thank you for making me persevere through this process, even when I was so close to giving up. I would not be here tonight without the two of you. As a thank you, the two of you now get more road trips for games, endless Franklin Pierce visits and merch, and a new place to take our dogs on an adventure. Caitlin and Courtney, thank you both for always being my biggest fans. I love you both, and I'm immensely grateful for the two of you. Thank you for always putting up with me, coming to my games, even when it was freezing cold or raining, and you probably didn't want to. You're gonna have to visit me every week, or I'm gonna get really angry at you. To all my friends and family, thank you for being here to support me. Thank you for being there for whatever I need, whenever I needed it, and I love you all, and thank you all for being in my corner. To all my club teammates, even though one of you is here, I wish I could go back to our last practice every single day. You helped build me to the athlete that I am today, and I'm so proud of you for your commitment, and I'm so proud of the rest of us. My high school teammates and the few of you that are here, I genuinely have more fun with any of you on the field than I do with anyone else. This season reminded me how fun this game really is, and I really needed that. From the dances to instinct that we made, the awful dad jokes we had at practice, and the random pictures we took in McDonald's bathrooms, there wasn't a single day I did not have fun with all of you. Mr. Vitak, thank you for believing in me and my skills as an athlete and a leader as quickly as you did. Without the responsibilities you gave me this past spring, I would not be the athlete I am right now. You gave me the confidence I needed to seal the deal on a commitment like this, and thank you for making the game of lacrosse fun for me again. Coach Tebow, I honestly don't have the time to tell everyone here how grateful I am for you. You showed me the qualities a great coach should have, what I should be looking for. You made me and many of my teammates strive to be better people. You shaped me into a better athlete and person, and I cannot tell you how grateful I am for you and the game of hockey. And to Coach Sweeney, even though she's not here, thank you for seeing my potential and giving me this opportunity to make myself a better athlete. I'm beyond excited to begin my collegiate career and learn from her and her staff, and I cannot wait for my first day on the field. And I'm so excited to call myself a part of Granite Nation. Thank you.
I didn't plan on saying anything, but I have to follow these three. People don't have any idea how hard it was for her to get here. Middle school, freshman year, going to camps like Ohio State and North Carolina, Big Ten, ACC programs, playing lights out. The sky was literally the limit. But her hockey coach will attest she's always been complaining about knee pain. Well, after multiple visits to multiple doctors, MRIs, Children's Hospital, you name it, it wasn't her knees. If you're familiar with the Boston Bruins, Brad Marchand just had 2 hip surgeries. There's 2 doctors in the Northeast that do it, one in Manhattan where he went, and the other one in Boston where she went. Hockey tore up her hips. She missed her freshman season because of COVID. Sophomore year, she played in exactly 1 game because she needed to shut it down for hip surgery. She'd go in for a few minutes, come off the field and cry. Go in for a few minutes, come off the field and cry. Because it hurt that bad. She had 6 goals in that game, like not even half of it on bad wheels. Came back to play junior year, but the other hip was bothering her, and she needed surgery on that too. But she made it through, still at over 40 goals, but she had to shut it down. Now she's already missed the entire club season of recruiting the summer prior, and she's only going to play one tournament for this next upcoming season. And that was it. That was the end of her club career. She'd go to practice with her hockey coach and cry on the ride home because it hurt so much. She'd finish practices, finish games, get in the car. Well, it hurt. It hurt a lot. I mean, hips are no joke. And to make her cry for pain, that's saying something. So she's out there playing her heart at one of the biggest national tournaments. Her coach happens to be there. Short conversation. Oh, I'm actually here to see Kelsey. Really? That's pretty cool to see. And she goes, why hasn't Kelsey returned any of my emails? I said, because she's been hurt. And frankly, it's really bummed her out. And she doesn't really know what to do with it all. And her recruiting was completely stagnant. She wasn't responding to any emails. She just didn't want to deal with it because it was breaking her heart that she was losing another season to another surgery. And I told this coach briefly what had happened, and she said, "She right now, she's not 100%. I said, maybe 50. She was the fastest player out there the whole weekend. The only player who was faster out there is on a track scholarship to Southern California and Los Angeles. And she could still run like that on a bad wheel. And a wheel that wasn't even prepared for the first surgery. That coach was like, you're kidding me. And you would expect, hey, look, she's going to have another surgery, don't know when she's really going to be back. A coach that maybe have a little bit of a hiccup, a little bit of a, how bad do you think it is? No. Complete and 100% buy-in on this kid. And it irrevocable. So it really is a team effort. If it wasn't for the girls in her lacrosse team, if it wasn't for her friends, other girls in her peer group that have dreams, it wouldn't have kept her afloat. I have to thank everyone. It took a village.
So, as you've heard tonight, quite a perseverance by a number of these girls, their dedication, their commitment to not only their sport, but to school as well. Anyone notice a common thread between all three girls? Come on, guys. Trivia. Common what? Thread. Something in common between. You're all getting but they're mascots. They all have bird mascots. So they're ready to soar and take off to the future. At this time, if guys up there can do a little drum roll. We'll have a drum roll. Yeah! Congratulations to these student athletes as they continue their journey to the next level. If we could have a standing round of applause, that would be great. Again, I would like to thank, first off, the parents who helped out this evening and putting this evening together. We'll have refreshments in a minute when we break from here. You'll see some nice cakes over there. I'd also like to thank Betsy Hansen, who's going to be taking some pictures for us today. Unfortunately, the Telegraph could not be here tonight, so Betsy's going to get some pictures. We're going to send them to the Telegraph, and they're going to get some press that way. And thank you to Chris Gentry, who's in the back, who's filming for Granite Town Media. We appreciate you being here this evening. And then again, finally, for these girls who came up and did a great job and spoke so well, getting used to what it's going to be like at the college level with those reporters in their faces. So at this time, I'd like you all to please help yourself to some refreshments. Have an opportunity to thank Marissa, Ava, and Kelsey for all they've done for the school here. And we wish them all the best in the years ahead.